Why you understand English but can't speak it. Do you understand English when you watch videos? Can you understand English when someone speaks slowly? Can you read English without too much difficulty? But when it is your turn to speak, suddenly, you forget the words. You feel nervous. You start translating in your mind. And you think, why can I understand English, but I can't speak it? If this sounds like you, don't worry. You are not bad at English. You simply need to practice English in a different way. In today's video, I will explain **** why you understand English but struggle to speak it ***, and what you can do to change that. So, let's begin. 1. Understanding English and speaking English are different skills. The first reason is simple. ***, listening and speaking are two different skills. ***. When you listen to English, you only need to recognize the words. For example, someone says, I'm going to the market. You understand the sentence. But when you want to say the same thing yourself, your brain has to do more work. You have to choose the words. You have to create the sentence. You have to pronounce it. And you have to say it quickly. That's why understanding English can be easier than speaking English. The solution. Don't only listen to English. ***, speak English every day. ***. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a difference. 2. You translate everything in your mind. Another big problem is translation. You think in your native language first. Then you translate your thoughts into English. For example, you want to say, I am feeling tired today. But your brain first creates the sentence in your native language. Then you search for the English words. This takes time, and while you are searching for the words, you become nervous. Instead, start thinking in simple English. Look around you and describe what you see. Say, this is my phone. I am sitting on a chair. I am drinking water. I need to go outside. These clothes are clean. These sentences are simple, but they train your brain to think directly in English. 3. You focus too much on grammar. Grammar is important. But grammar alone will not make you a fluent speaker. Many learners spend hours studying grammar rules. They know the difference between tenses. They know many grammar formulas, but when someone asks them a simple question, what did you do yesterday? They become silent. Why? Because speaking requires practice. You don't need to wait until your grammar is perfect. Start speaking with the English you already know. Instead of saying, I cannot speak because my grammar is not perfect. Say, I am learning, and I will improve every day. Remember, ***, perfect grammar is not the goal. Communication is the goal. ***. 4. You are afraid of making mistakes. This is one of the biggest reasons people don't speak English. They are afraid of making mistakes. They think, what if people laugh at me? What if I pronounce a word incorrectly? What if my grammar is wrong? But here is the truth. Mistakes are part of learning. A child learning to speak doesn't worry about grammar. The child tries. The child makes mistakes. The child tries again. And slowly, the child becomes better. You should learn English the same way. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Every mistake teaches you something. Instead of trying to speak perfect English, try to speak *** better English than yesterday. ***. 5. You learn words, but you don't use them. Maybe you know hundreds or even thousands of English words. But knowing a word and using a word are different things. For example, you may know the word comfortable. But if you never use it, you may forget it when you need it. So don't just memorize vocabulary. Use new words in sentences. Learn the word, comfortable. Then say, this chair is comfortable. I feel comfortable here. These shoes are very comfortable. Now your brain understands how to use the word. That's much more useful than simply memorizing a list. 6. You don't speak English every day. This is probably the biggest problem. Imagine going to the gym once a month and expecting strong muscles. It doesn't work. Speaking English is the same. You need regular practice. You don't need to practice for 3 hours every day. Start with just ***, 15 minutes. For 5 minutes, listen to English. For 5 minutes, speak English. For 5 minutes, learn and use new sentences. Do this every day. Small practice repeated every day is much more powerful than studying for 5 hours once a week. Hash a simple daily speaking routine. Now let me give you a simple routine you can start today. Step 1. Speak about your morning. Talk about what you did after waking up. For example, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I brushed my teeth. I had breakfast. Then I started my work. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak.